This is Britage, an effects plugin from MNTRA. We describe Britage as a reactive distortion effect, but it goes beyond any conventional distortion plugin. Britage brings spatial effects to life, responding to playing dynamically, creating an inspiring dialogue between what is put in and what comes out. To get started, I'm going to walk through Britage's interface and share tips and tricks along the way. The main screen is called the Perform view. It's the home base of Britage and can always be returned to by pressing the MNTRA logo in the top right. The first thing to do when opening Britage is to load a preset. The preset browser can be opened and closed by pressing on the preset name. From there, it's possible to sort what kind of vibe and algorithm is being looked for and hover over the preset name to get an idea of what's going on in it. Let's load a preset. Every preset in Britage has an associated algorithm. The algorithm can always be changed by clicking the logo selector in the top left. Like in the Mandala 2 engine, the heart of Britage's control is in the three axes X, Y, and Z, represented in the animation. Think of these as performance macros that allow nonlinear control of multiple parameters within the plugin at once. The mouse indicator will change to show which axis is being controlled, and clicking reveals what is going on. The control panel of Britage can be opened and closed by clicking on the arrow on the side. Here, it is possible to see each algorithm's parameters and what they are assigned to. The in and out gains of the effect and the envelope follower input gain can also be controlled. By right-clicking the controls, click in the icon or the tab on the bottom. The control mapping window can be opened. From the control mapping window, parameters can be mapped to manual control, axis control, or modulator control. These tables control the range and response of that mapping. Inspired by the nonlinear control of game audio engines, these tables found throughout Britage are the core of its dynamism. By clicking on the expand icon, the tables can be expanded for fine-tuning or to access the preset table shapes, including a randomizer. Many effects algorithms also have a few additional parameters that can be accessed by pressing the plus icon tab at the bottom. These parameters can't be modulated but are used to fine-tune the sound. Following the tabs on the bottom, the next one takes us to the modulation page. Britage has three complex modulators and an envelope follower. Starting with the modulators, there are expected shapes such as sine, triangle, random, and square, as well as a custom table shape and step modulation for sequences. The rate and intensity of the modulation can be modulated with the axis or even other modulators. This allows complex, living, breathing movement. At the bottom, it's possible to see what a modulator is assigned to and a visual representation of its state. The last tab of the modulator page is the envelope follower. This is an essential component to Britage's dynamism. The envelope follower takes the input signal and derives a control signal from it that can be used to control parameters within the engine. The attack and release allow for fine-tuning the response, and both the input gain and threshold can be dynamically modulated. The threshold allows choosing at what signal volume the envelope follower kicks in, enabling highly responsive performances. The envelope follower input gain can also be adjusted from the front page to quickly tune it to the signal. The envelope follower can also be opened by clicking the icon. The last tab at the bottom is Britage's mastering section, including a parametric EQ and a mastering limiter. This section affects both the dry and wet signal of Britage, so it can shape the overall sound. If only the wet signal should be changed, Britage can be used on a return track. The EQ can be turned on with the toggle and edited by clicking and dragging. A two-finger drag on a control point or middle mouse wheel can quickly adjust the bandwidth. The bottom controls can also be used for fine-tuning, and a right-click on the bands and the background axes provide additional controls. There are two styles of limiter, The modern limiter is a mastering-grade look-ahead limiter that is ultra-transparent, and the vintage limiter is modeled after an 1176 style peak limiter. Keep in mind that the modern limiter will add a slight delay by nature of the algorithm. The mid-side controls split the signal into the common and different information between the channels. It allows balancing how much mid versus side is going into the limiter. At 50%, a neutral response is obtained. To finish off the tour of Britage, a few more presets are demonstrated. Thank you for checking out Britage, and we hope this brings something new to your creative process.